wild card, the Orange Conference, coming up right on the other side of this break. Stay with us here on the MLE Network.
Sharks Jet preview match. You just saw it right now. It's going to be insane. On Saturday, we get the rematch of a lifetime. Let's face it. It's going to be absolutely insane.
Yes. Sharks versus Jets, round 2 in the wild card. Kind of funny that it's the Sharks barely getting into the wild card once again here in Season 6. This time teaching Clay being the major players. The old school meeting the new school Jets.
That's right.
This Saturday. Definitely looking forward to that. But, Ninja, we got another great Champions League matchup coming up right now. It is between two teams that are tied 29 and 21.
Yeah.
And they are both first in their respective divisions. The Pirates in the Sun, in the Demolition, in the Volcanic.
Yep. Should be one hot matchup. In any event, they're pretty much, like you said, they're tied straight up. The only reason why the Pirates are 5th in the league and the Demo are 6th in the league, if I remember right, it was because of goal differential or something. It's one of those stats.
It's actually division standings. The Pirates really did a great job. They have a 12-3 divisional record for their first go through, whereas the Demolition, being in the Volcanic, means you're in the meat grinder of the MLD. And the Demolition struggled to get as many wins as the Pirates did. I mean, it's hard to match a 12-3 on your first 3 weeks of the season.
It's a good point, but next week they go back to play in the same division, but this is it. This is the time to get ahead when you can. As the Pirates take on the Demolition, they are tied pretty much in the league. We'll see who moves up the standings and who ends up going down here very quickly. I think we should just go ahead and get these guys going.
Absolutely.
After completely fooling all of chat into thinking that was that hype of a match. But it was last year. Stay tuned on Saturday to see it again.
Last season, not year. Season.
I mean, it was last year.
I mean, it was last year, but it wasn't literally a year ago.
Dang it, Kendo, I'm right, okay? God.
Yeah, kind of right. Technicality, my friend. This is why I'm the technical player, and you're there positioning-wise.
Yeah, I guess. I'm the passionate one that always wants to cover everything. Wait.
Absolutely. Anyway, we are off in game number 1, Pirates versus the Demolition, and of course, Ninja, the man to look out for is Tunloink of the Pirates. What a man on the pitch. He is currently 3rd in goals per game in the entire league.
Proving it right there. Right off the wall. Nice simple play, at least for him, as he bounced the ball towards the wall, but ended up not even touching it at all. He just followed it up. Panda, not a great position, was not looking at that far post to make a good save off of that. I don't think he was really expecting the touch from Tunloink, but he's going to have to start expecting it here on out.
Yeah, Turtle Goal Thursday living up to its name as Panda. Going to make a quick answer up off of the side wall here. He manages to grab the boost, and it's just a little touch over Cheyenne. Great play by the Demolition. The quick answer in under 9 seconds there. So 1-1. 4:32 on the clock, and both these teams have come to play. They don't want to go down any games in their division.
They don't want to go down any games in the standings at all. And let's face it, this could end up being a shootout for all 5 games. But we've actually had more than 30 seconds or so of no scoring, surprisingly. Double commit on the Pirates. This better work. Demolition getting the save. I believe it was Panda credited. Ended up being a decent pass here. Demolition nice and spaced out. Trying to feel out what's going on here. The Pirates leaving a man up. A really dangerous play, but the Pirates super comfortable with that. We saw that pretty much all season, Kendo.
Yeah, absolutely. The Pirates very comfortable both their offensive and defensive rotations. They have a tendency to overwhelm their opponents on the offense, so it'll be key for the Demolition to really try to interrupt the...
Oh.
Speaking of interruptions, here's Stovads with an own goal.
So Stovads had the right idea. You know, Panda was a little bit messed up in net. Stovads grabbed the boost, and he came from that far side. It was a good idea. It just wasn't quite close enough to the net to really make that happen. It could have probably changed the angle of attack on that ball, but it would have been an even riskier touch. You could have missed it, and it would have went in anyways. But got to do what you got to do.
I do like the analysis here by Blackwatch in the chat. Based on his knowledge of these players, this might be the highest concentration of weeb we've had in an MLD match so far this season. Thank you, Blackwatch. You just made Ninja Rider's night. This ball is centered for Cheyenne, and he's going to hit this over.
So
Tunloink, the man, the myth, the legend, puts this in off of a great little side flip. That's a Merc angle right there.
That's a ton loink doink. Bam, right there. Whew, right on top of the car. Flips into it, just gets enough momentum to send it the other way. And now the Pirates are enjoying a 2-goal lead. Demolition trying to recover. Let's see what they can do here. I mean, they haven't been super aggressive on the ball. They've been kind of going for a defensive play style, which is not going to work against an oppressive Pirate squad.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's really, before I got interrupted, was my point I was planning on making. The Demolition need to interrupt the offensive rotation, and they are not doing so as Tunloink takes advantage of the odd man situation here. Stovads gets a great initial touch, but it goes straight up, and Tunloink is there to finish it off. Pirates take advantage of a 2v1 situation, not allowing Panda to get back in rotation in time, and it's very quickly a 4-1 advantage.
Stovads had the right idea. He had to get some sort of touch on it, but it needed to go out, let's face it. It needed to not go up. It needed to go anywhere other than up. But now, oh my god, another dunk! Cheyenne able to get there. Just read this off of Stovads. He wheeled it around. Quick rotation, knowing that Tunloink was nowhere near. He had to make that play, and super aggressive are the Pirates, and it's just stifling the Demolition.
Yeah, and it's really the Demolition's rotation on the defensive end completely broken down in the past minute and a half. They looked a little bit stunned. You know, maybe what they need to do is start setting off some booms of their own. That way they can bring the stun back on the Pirates, as Panda not quite listening to exactly what I'm saying, but he gets the job done here.
It worked out well, though. I mean, Cheyenne went to that near post, which was a good idea, but he probably should have attacked, as Tunloink was nowhere near the coverage to make that happen. If he would have attacked it out of the corner and using his momentum before stopping, probably would have netted a better result than, you know, a goal on you. But now they're 3 down. The Demolition are only 3 down, is what I'm trying to get at here. And time is starting to run out, and this Pirate squad, tough to pick apart. They're pretty confident.
Yeah, that definitely what the Demolition are going to have to focus on is the offensive rotation right here, maintaining control of situations and taking advantage of odd man rushes, and they do so here as Panda is able to finish one off.
Fantastic play by Panda. Half rotated. He was on his way back, and he just kind of had coverage just in case. He knew that Stovads didn't have a great angle on it, and the Pirates were in a completely terrible position to try to defend that. Nobody on the backboard, nobody even in the net. They were all trying to rush back to make a quick play, and it just wasn't working out for them. So the Demolition take advantage of what they can. Only 2 goals down now. But again, I mentioned, time is running out. They have to force that ball onto the far end, and that's a great way to do it. A nice long clear above the Pirates' head.
Yeah, now in the corner. This will be dropped down. Stovads might have missed out on an opportunity there, but Cheyenne was there to make the play on the ball if needed. Panda touching to the side. And Demolition doing a good job to cut 2 goals into that lead, cutting the lead in half.
Ooh, nice.
But now they seem a little panicked, nailed into their own end.
But a good touch to disrupt the Pirates' offense there off the backboard from Stovads. It worked out well. I don't think the Pirates were expecting that. So they had to back off, and the Demolition are trying to take advantage of it, but they have to get this ball out of the corner.
Absolutely. The ball needs to be in dangerous spots, and the Pirates able to clear that ball out after they put a nice center on it. Now with 13 seconds left, it's score now or go home in game number 1 here, as Cheyenne will be able to touch this to the corner. That pretty much seals the deal, as we'll see the time run out on their chances in game number 1. Game number 1's going to be, well, the ball is still up. I don't want to say it too soon.
Rule number 1 in full effect here.
Yeah, rule number 1, Tunlong. This is going to be a nice little center. Stovads trying to keep it up. Pirates will win game number 1, 5-3. And really, it was a very impressive showing by the Pirates on the offensive and defensive ends for their rotation. They like to play a very oppressive style, and they really like to punish overcommits. And early on, the Demolition not quite in it with their rotations. The Pirates were very apt to jump on those opportunities, and you can see it in the score differential right there, the shot differential. They controlled the ball.
Yeah, they pretty much did, and they controlled the ball at the right times. But they also backed off. We haven't seen too much of that from this Pirates squad, at least, as far as backing off at the right time. They allowed the Demolition to kind of set up a play and use the time up. Once they got a decent lead, and they knew, a 3-goal lead with only, a minute or so left, that Demolition were going to have to start rushing things. And when you start rushing things, you start to make mistakes, and the Pirates were able to capitalize on that. Even if it didn't go in the net, it was still on the offensive end.
Yeah.
Away from their net, more important.
Absolutely. So we are underway in game number 2. Already a chance for the Pirates.
Uh-oh.
As this is a nice touch. Stovads able to put Cheyenne in a very tough spot here. The nice touch as Cheyenne is playing backwards. Has to make the touch because Tunloink is not back in time. And Tunloink will end up putting that in his own net. First goal to the Demolition. Can they continue the momentum?
Good question. I mean, the Pirates, if they could tilt them, maybe. But Panda up. Stovads is going to race in. That's an empty net. Oh, he misses! Oh. That's not the way to do it. Now a double commit. The Pirates, as you mentioned before, like to punish that. Looking for the pass. Not going to work out, unfortunately, for the Pirates. But a double demo pretty much resets this whole setup. So, Demolition are playing a lot more aggressive. We're already seeing it. They're not afraid to double commit. And crossbar down from Stovads. Oh boy, where was this team in game 1?
Very nice play by Stovads. A little bit of an overcommit, as you said. They are not afraid to do that. But when you put it on net like that with the bar down and in, it's very, very frugal of you to do so. Just have to make sure that nobody makes you pay on the other end. So 2 quick goals. We're seeing a 2-goal lead here with 4 minutes still on the clock. Nice demo in the corner. We'll see the Pirates take control, and that's what they need to do. They haven't had much control going for them in this first minute.
Yeah, Pirates trying to force that ball over the half. Tunloy can't quite get his patented doink towards the net. Now a miscommunication, not a good idea there by the Pirates. That should have been a shot from Cheyenne. It didn't come through. Now Demolition have to race back. Cheyenne not attacking the ball. It was a little bit awkward for him. He thought about going up the wall, and he didn't. Thankfully for him, but now an opportunity. Panda, perfect read.
Yeah, very nicely done by Panda as he's going to try to clear this out. Ends up shipping the ball to Cheyenne. This is going to be center, and now an overcommit. Demolition need to punish this. They'll end up overcommitting themselves, and it's a lost opportunity right there. Really, the name of the game for the Demolition is punishing those overcommits when they happen for the Pirates, because they don't happen too often, and when the Pirates do them, they usually convert.
Oh. Bullet was on point, but Tunlink had the wherewithal to just jump up, knock it down, try to take some control, but he gives it up off of the wall touch. Now it's an open net. Stovats will finish it off. Good job by Panda to keep control of it, even though he wasn't going to get it in the net.
Yeah, and that flick. Do you feel dirty at all? Mercy. Cheyenne ended up all the way in the opposite corner. I'm not sure what he was looking for over there. It might have been an axle. It might have been some anime comic books. I don't know, but mercy. That initial flick by Panda. Thankfully, Stovats there to finish it off.
He was looking for Gundam boys.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, savage flick here by Cheyenne. Just finding the speed. Let's just watch. Dead center too. Stovats had no chance. And he jumped for it way too late. He had to try to predict that at the speed the ball was moving.
I believe the song is "Anything You Can Do, I Can Do Better."
I can do anything better than you.
Tunlog trying to get in on the action. Not quite able to do so, but a nice 50-50 in the mid. Stovats quick to take it out. Demolition have had a lot more time of possession in the Pirate zone in this game number 2. And it has really added a lot of offensive chances. Really, the pressure on the Pirates has caused them to make more mistakes than they did in game number 1.
Yeah, they're starting to double commit around the ball. You know, they have a 2-goal lead. They can calm down a little bit. They don't have to really go nuts right now. They're just trying to get the win, in my opinion. Now, some people feel that, because this is the MLD, you want to score as many goals as possible, sure, but with the lead, the 2-goal lead, you can kind of relax, take the goals that you can get. As Panda goes up for this, I think Cheyenne was expecting a touch from Panda, it just didn't come out.
Yeah, not quite completely fulfilled. A little bit of a misread there. Stovats, though, going to put this on net, and not able to get there in time is Cheyenne, as this is a very precision play here. Cheyenne was back for it. But Stovats, nice little touch. Cheyenne, literally, if you go back into the replay, his hood is on the ball when it explodes for the goal.
Yeah, but Cheyenne also messed himself up in net. When he hit the E-brake, he went up the wall of the goal mouth, and it just completely messed him up. He was not able to recover fully in time to get the touch he needed. Oh, speaking of touches you need, though, bouncing it off the wall and just being there, off the wheels and in is Cheyenne.
Oh my. Tunlink missing the initial opportunity there. Cheyenne coming in. He's able to get the touch off the wall and an additional touch. It beats both of the Demolition. And boom goes the dynamite.
In the Demolition's faces. You'd think the Demolition would be in control of said dynamite, but,
The fact was when...
Hard, but, they kind of just let it go. Like, what are you doing? Take your thumb off the ignition. Oh my god.
So close. As Tunloink, great center. Cheyenne needs to take the opportunity when he has it. Tunloink coming around, though, and now it's only a 1-goal lead.
So the Pirates keeping the pressure up, forcing the Demolition to get on defense. Stovats trying to play a little bit of sweeper action. Panda did go back to net, and that was kind of a good idea, but he had no momentum at all. Once he stopped, there was no way for him to correct at all. Probably should have went that far post. Again, one of the habit breakers of this league is you got to go far post and try to keep our momentum up. As this one bounces off the post, Tunloik actually got a touch on it and sends it out.
Man, oh man, that was a very close one. If you're a Pirate fan, you're sweating. Tunloik going for a huge demo on both. He gets one, not quite able to get Panda in the net right there. Would have been a great time for it, too. So it would have cleared the way for Cheyenne to throw a ball on net. 9 seconds left now. And the Pirates desperately trying to control the ball here. This ball is going to go up the wall. Tunloik has enough time. Does he have the boost? Does he have the precision? No. Demolition will clear it out, and we see game number 2 in the books. A great response by the Boom Squad.
Boom Squad doing just that. They brought the boom. Granted, they started playing a little bit passive towards the end of the game, which may have been the right decision in general, but they got a little bit too passive, in my opinion. They wanted to allow the Pirates to kind of waste the time. There was a lot of time to waste, though. So maybe just keeping up the momentum and making sure that the Pirates are not able to even move it on that side would have been the better choice. Now, granted, they executed it enough to where they got the win. Arguable on the tactics.
I mean, I've seen a lot of arguable tactics in my life. What can I say?
What?
What?
Huh?
Huh?
Where?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You about to get in trouble?
Ninja, you lost me.
Oh, boy.
In more ways than one. We're gonna get the game number 3 underway. I lost connection to the server. Oh, no.
Tunneling tried for the double touch and the air carry again off the wall, but he's going the other way. Probably not quite used to it, as it looks like Kendo is back. We should be all right. As Panda here, floundering in the corner, waiting for Tunneling to make a touch, and Stovad's the clear. I mean, it was a little weird. Cheyenne with a bullet is off target again. Pirates just hovering around that goal mouth. Finally, Tunneling is able to put it away. Oh, man. Questionable tactics again by the Demolition, but the Pirates are able to take advantage.
Well, it all hinges on Panda missing that initial touch, trying to pinch it off of the backboard. When he does that, it leaves an open opportunity for Tunloink to rage on in and get himself a nice little goal at a very decent angle. So now, 4:17 left on the clock. This ball is up off of the backboard. Tunloink so close to getting another goal here. As the quick counterplay, Stovads will put it back towards the net. Cheyenne is able to clear it away. Just a little bit of back and forth here in the early going as Panda.
What?
So close.
What?
The space of speed, the pace of the game, excuse me, is speeding up right now.
I can't understand how the Demolition just missed those 2 shots at all. I mean, they had basically an open net. I mean, yeah, there was some pressure, but it would have been easy to just throw it right in. Unfortunate for them, but they're only 1 goal down with plenty of time left. They can come back from this. The Pirates are trying to make it a little bit tougher for them. Tunneling with the solo plays. We're not seeing a lot of team plays from the Pirates, but they seem to be really comfortable with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And really, that's the fun dynamic of these 2 teams. The rosters, with the exception of Tunloink, they're... Okay, let me preface it by saying these are extremely balanced teams. This is 2 teams. They're some of the best that we have in Champ League right now. Case in point, they're both 29 and 21, now 30 and 22, tied, and they're both first in their divisions, respectively. So, I preface that with what I say here. These aren't the best versions of these 2 squads. And you get so much... Yeah, you get so much out of the players that you least expect to get out of, like Cheyenne here, pushing that ball in. The defense and the offensive rotations may not be their best for the teams, but at the same time, it's every little goal and every little touch that really helps. And plus, they're developing at a very rapid pace, I might add.
They really are, and sometimes it comes down, especially with these evenly matched teams, it comes down to who develops a little bit faster, who tries the new thing first. Will we see that this match? I don't know. It's hard to tell because these guys seem like they're fairly set in their ways, at least for now. But it's a long series. You never know. Ball kind of floundering here in the middle. The Demolition seem to not mind letting the ball kind of meander a little bit. The Pirates attacking. They keep attacking, and that's why they have the lead. They just keep on attacking, and they're resourceful attacks. They're not wasting a touch. They're constantly looking for the pass, looking for that goal, putting the pressure on the Demolition, and now the double commit on defense. It's off the post. Tunneling will miss. Handed it clear. Finally, a Demolition teammate gets in there and makes a reasonable touch.
Yeah, well, it was the lack of touch, I think, that threw off Tunloink right there, as he was definitely playing the touch out. The non-touch by Stovads ended up really paying off as Tunlink was ready for that dunk. Here comes Stovads. He has an opportunity. 1v1. Nice push up and into the top upper 90 right corner there. Look at this play.
It was an odd
up on the nose.
It was an odd decision. I mean, yeah, he had it up on the nose. I guess that kind of limited where he could go. I mean, personally, I probably would have went low and away behind the defender. That's usually where you want to go, but he was pretty close to the goal mouth. Probably wasn't enough time to make the adjustment as he already had the thought in his head as a dunk comes out, but it's off the crossbar.
Yeah, the Demolition definitely picking up their pressure right here. I think they were hearing what you were talking about earlier, Ninja, how they need to really put into play practice that they were doing in game number 2. Once again, getting that pressure on. You don't want to reserve yourself in the back and be recessive towards the ball. Don't let it meander. Don't let it flounder, Ariel, under the sea, under the sea.
Dang it, Kendo. Dude, yeah, joke galore. What the heck?
It's okay. Have we got a cringe counter yet?
We have not. This is not mythical.
Oh, my.
But yeah,
what are you doing?
Yeah, right. You mentioned the ball kind of floundering, and it did that quite a bit. The Pirates are really the ones benefiting, though. Demolition, have a chance. Yeah, see, Pirates are just going to kill it out. And that's that reasonable touch that I was talking about pretty much all game. The Pirates are able to just send that ball either where no one is or ready for a pass or towards the net. It's usually one of those three. It's either those three or they have control over it. So, Demolition need to get those reasonable touches. They need to get those reasonable challenges, too. They haven't really been doing that.
Yeah. I mean, here's something I have noted, though. This is the second straight game where Tunlink has stayed back a little bit on the defensive rotation and allowed Cheyenne to actually play forward. Tunlink is trying to control the entirety of the game, and he's sacrificing stats to do so, but at the same time, the Pirates look much more in control of the pace of play and of the ball as a result. And they've really done a great job of controlling themselves into this 2-1 lead in the series. Well, looks like we're going to get a little bit of a lightning storm.
Not quite sure why. Everybody's here.
Well, you got to remember, I ended up getting kicked out in between games. I think that Stovads got kicked out in between games as well. But yeah, got to love the lightning storm on a fine utopian day.
Kind of, yeah, no kidding. Especially when it's, lightly cloudy and really no reason for it at all.
Sometimes the hand of Zeus just strikes. Anyway.
Do you mean the great god Zeus?
There we are. Good old Zeus.
Good old Zeus.
So game number 4 underway.
I wonder if the Pirates are going to try to control the match again. The Tunlink is starting to stay back a little bit more. Oh, but a big miss. That's not good. Cheyenne comes in nicely. That's not the optimal play, but he made it work.
He did make it work. The opportunity lost, though, so close as here's a counter-attack opportunity off the bar and out, so close there. Tunlink gonna get a save for his efforts there. Back the other way. Cheyenne, if he's able to put this on net, he is. It's an open net, and he will score.
I like this flip when he comes up after the ball touches the wall, and he flipped away. That slowed the ball down. He didn't quite have the angle, and he knew it. So he wanted to make sure, go for the safe shot. He flipped away from the ball touches the wheels and slows down, and he's able to recover and just put it in. Going for the sure goals, not trying to be showy, not trying to be flashy, and taking the early lead.
Yep. And if the Pirates can control the lead here, they might be able to control the entirety of this series, as the 1-goal lead can be devastating, especially when you seem like you have control of the other team, and that's what the Pirates have been doing.
The Demolition trying to take a little bit of control with that demo, forcing Tunlink back, and the Pirates have to reset and rethink their next play as the Demolition's starting to get really, really aggressive. Finally, but Tunloik shadows nicely.
Yeah, here's Tunloik. He's going to touch this ball down. He has a 1v1. Doesn't quite fall on the ball. Panda is able to clear that away at a critical time. But I'm noticing the clears for the Demolition. Not only are they double committing, but most of these small touch clears are keeping pressure in on their end as the Pirates have had them hammered down in that green zone for at least 30 seconds.
Or more. I mean, and it's at a time. Demolition are able to get maybe 1 or 2 opportunities, and then the Pirates are right back over there. They seem to always get the touch to force the Demolition to reset at all times. But Demolition, to their credit, are trying to steal boost. They're trying to control just how long it takes for the Pirates to convert onto offense. And it's a good idea, especially when you're not quite sure what you're going to do next.
Absolutely. Sometimes you have to stall for time, but at the same time, you have to make sure you control while you are stalling for time. Here's Tunloik. He gets the ball to the corner. What a Demolition to cancel that play out.
Shot.
Oh, my. Stovads, you're nuts, my friend. Not only does he get the Demolition in the corner, he gets this cheeky little floater. Tunloik forced to try to make a save there. The touch ends up careening off the side of his vehicle and bar side and in. I don't think I've seen bar side and in a long time.
Not in quite a while, but it takes an own goal to make an amazing one. Am I right, Jay? Speaking of a nice goals, Tunloik puts this one in off a fairly decent pass. Shine didn't really have a lot of momentum, but the Demolition were all over the ball. Both of them were ball chasing, both of them coming from wrong angles. Again, the defense of the Demolition breaking down and the Pirates picking it apart.
Absolutely. Got to take advantage of the misplays that your opponents give you. Stovads with a nice fake on Tunloik. Cheyenne was not fooled, though. This will lead to an opportunity in the other end as Stovad's bad touch. Panda comes across, makes a big save on a ball that Tunloik had surefire towards the net. Tunloik picks it up. He's going to score here.
And Demo, grab boost, turn around, and bam, towards the net. Stovads just was not sure what to do considering it was in the air. The only thing you can do in that situation, pop up and try to pop that ball up high. Obviously, Stovads is not really comfortable with that situation, and Tunloik able to take advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. And really, the initial touch was absolutely beautiful. And what needs to happen for Stovads, is we'll get back to that here in a second. Chahan able to make a great shot on net here. Touches it down out of the corner. I don't think I've seen that in a very long time. Tunloik got a little help from his friends there as he almost pulls shots Cheyenne into the goal.
Hey, whatever works. They have the 3-goal lead now. They can kind of relax, let the ball float around, and use the time up if they so wish. Or they can be super aggressive and make it a high-scoring game for them. That said, they need to not double commit and force the Demolition into that cyclone that they seem to be in as Tunloik. Nice little pass from Shinev. Puts it away again.
Yeah, very well done. And once again, the rotation coming in for the Pirates. Cheyenne, the nice little cheeky pop-up, and Tunloik there on the second rotation. Boom shakalaka. I seem to be saying that a lot for the Pirates, though.
The boom shakalaka?
All these Demolition references, they end up going for the Pirates instead. Come on, Demo, step your game up.
What are you doing? Throw a grenade. Wait. No, this isn't Fortnite. My bad.
Who uses grenades in Fortnite anyways?
Have you seen the impulse grenade? Anyways.
Alright, well, the impulse grenade doesn't technically... Most people use the impulse grenade to throw at their own feet and jump.
Yeah, well...
Or if they really like shot put, they can throw it at somebody, make them jump, and then try to shoot them out of the air for fun.
Yeah, right. That's exactly what the Demolition need to do with this Pirates squad. Get aggressive, force the Pirates to rethink everything they're doing, and it'll throw them off their game.
And if you take it a step further, you might force them to rethink their lives.
Whoa.
Whoa, got deep.
That's
very,
deep.
very fast.
Deep, but with 30 seconds left, and this, another score, we're very close to Brazil. I mean, we're like crossing into Argentina here, as Tunneling just kind of throwing it towards the net. It was sort of a lazy shot. He wasn't really trying for it, just throwing it over there just in case. But Cheyenne wants the points, man. But they're tied at 3 goals apiece. Can't complain about that.
Now, of course, Ninja, I have to ask the age-old question. Did you bring your Speedo?
I brought it, but it's not ready.
It's not ready?
No, it's still hanging up in the closet.
You keep your Speedo on a hanger in the closet?
I don't want any creases. What?
2 seconds left on the clock. Rule number 1 in full effect. Cheyenne, if he can keep this ball up,
that was close.
Thankfully, I don't have to see Ninja in a Speedo as game number 4 comes to a close. 6-1. Thank you, Pirates. Thank you, Demolition.
What are you trying to say, Kendo?
I mean,
Huh?
Some of us have it, some of us don't, Ninja. I definitely don't. And you, sir, let's just say I don't want my wife to smack me for looking too long.
You know what? That's fair. I'm going to give you that. Also, good save. In any event,
Exactly.
Pirates pretty much just dominating at this point. Complete control of the pace of the game. Demolition could not respond almost every time. It's kind of tough to see the Demolition in this situation, though. They have one more game to at least trying to salvage the series. But at this point, the Pirates have pretty much solidified their 5th in the league position, as Kendo actually needs to rejoin the server for some reason.
It kicked me again. It must not have liked my joke.
It must. I don't know. I'm going to leave it alone because this could get really crazy really fast.
Exactly. You don't like my jokes either. It's fine. Anyway, Cheyenne,
what I
right
meant.
off of the kickoff, quickly saving this entire conversation.
Yeah,
Up
and-
off the wall.
And he did it from the other side. Most of his goals have been from the right side of the green net. This one on the left. And I don't think the Demolition were expecting it, as they kind of got in the habit of defending that right side.
So basically they need to take it on the other side?
They need to break on through to the other side.
How long will this meme go on?
It's dying now. Because the Demolition need to score bad. They need to just be aggressive. They don't really have much else to lose at this point, and that's what I'm talking about. Good aggression there, but it forced Cheyenne to throw it into the corner, but Tunneling responds perfectly.
What a play by Tunneling here out of his own corner. The perfect counter opportunity as Panda misses the boost, turns around for it. He probably could have been there if he would have gone back to his back boost and rotated around into net.
Yeah.
But misplay by the Demolition. And really, on the offensive side, the one thing that I've noticed over the last game and a half is a lot of the touches the Demolition have been putting on, they've just been really weak touches into a Pirate that is already in the net. They might need to get that little extra touch, that pass across.
Yeah.
In order to fake out the goalie, or both goalies, in the case that we've seen most of the time for the Pirates.
It also doesn't help that Demolition are double committing on the same side. Sometimes they end up mere feet from each other, and while sometimes that works, especially with the Pirates trying to keep up their momentum and just challenge everything, it's not going to work. You mentioned that actually just now, and trying to look for passes, look for some sort of team play to go. And Panda finally gave his teammate a little bit of room. Not a great touch for the shot as it bounces on high. But that's the recipe. They need to perfect it a little bit, but it's there.
Ooh, recipes. I really like the idea of a recipe right now. You're making me hungry, dadgummit.
You know what? I haven't eaten dinner yet.
Ninja, why have you not eaten dinner yet? You've got to be kidding me on this. As stove ads might bail you out of answering this question. It's party time.
It is party time. Pass the cake, please, because I am starving. Tunneling tried to go for the challenge, and it was a good idea. He didn't quite jump up in time to make the challenge. But I like what the Pirates are trying to do here. They're trying to keep up their momentum. But in doing so, they make that little bit of a mistake in the Demolition because at least they're challenging everything, are able to throw that one into the net. But we're approaching halftime, and really, the Pirates are kind of just playing comfortably.
Yeah, Pirates are definitely playing comfortable. That's exactly where they want to be, though. What needs to happen right now is the Demolition really need to make some great controlled touches on net and in and around the net. Force out the defender like that right there as, oh no, 5 of a kind, we have it.
Holy.
It's the sign of the Curtis. Deuces wild at 222.
It's the best hand in poker, it's Deuces Wild. Stovats recognizes it as well. You guys can't see the chat, but he just threw up all kinds of 2s all over the place because I think we need Curtis Gasms in the chat for our MLD subs. But no, Stovats breaks it. I
mean, Curtis has a tendency to break streams. Stovats here quickly ending the 2 Deuces Wild situation that we had going on there. But
I am disappointed.
The Demolition have really taken charge in the last minute and a half, and it's been extremely fun to watch. Maybe a little bit too casual play from the Pirates as Panda can have a 1v1 opportunity. Tunloik able to get back in time, though. This is going to be quickly sent back the other way. And Cheyenne will center it. Stovads to clear it.
Oh, wow. Brutal shot here from Panda. Tunloik had the right idea. He knew that there was going to be no play on the offensive end, so he wheeled it back, tried to get the clear as he came at it. But Panda said, not today. We're going to demo you and throw it in the net.
Absolutely.
Living up to their name, if you ask me.
Exactly. They really do like to live up to their namesake. That's one thing I've noticed about all forms of Demolition teams. They like the physical play. They will go for the physical plays because they like to bring the boom. Now, nice touchdown for Stovads. He's going to take this to the corner. The follow not there for Panda. He backed it up. Probably smart given the fact that they're up by 2 with a minute and a half left. Cheyenne able to touch it. Tunloik, and Tunloik's going to finish that off. Lead cut to 1.
This reeks of Australia right here. Stovad's completely out of it. Cheyenne tried to fast play it, but he found himself too far underneath the ball, so he made the right decision and just kind of bopped it over to his teammate who was right there. You see that a lot in Australia where they bop it between teammates until it goes in the net.
I'm not sure I like your use of the term reeks, though.
Why not?
I mean, it just seems like an extremely negative term, and I mean,
what are you trying to say? Are you trying to say I'm a negative?
I've seen Yummy Cheese Man, and he does not smell.
I've met the man. He does not smell. He actually smells very nice.
Exactly.
But not at all like Australia.
See, now you're starting to make me wonder again, Ninja. Are you racist against Australians? I have to ask.
Of course not. I love Biza. He's like a brother to me.
I feel like you're changing the subject on me. Is Tunloik gonna finish this off? We have a tie game 4-4.
Why are we not hyped up at this? We're pondering Australia when, actually, again, kind of an Australian play. Nice little doink passes back and forth to get the ball into the net. It's forcing the Demolition, who are trying to keep up the momentum they had, to miss the ball completely because they're not expecting these kinds of plays. And it's working well for the Pirates. Pirates have completely changed the landscape here in Game 5, and it's I have to admit, it's refreshing.
Yeah, absolutely. The pass plays have been like a bloomin' onion. Stovads, though, he's going to bring this ball to the corner. This is centered. Panda, very nice touch. Cheyenne's going to put this on net.
Wow.
Tunloik, what a madman in the middle.
Panda had the right idea to challenge it, but Tunloik was right there. He had all the speed to get just underneath him. And the pass, that pass was beautiful. Whew. Team plays coming out here from the Pirates in the last minute and a half or so have pretty much netted him the 1-goal lead towards the end of this game. If Stovats can't keep it up, there it is. Pirates take it 4-1 in the series. Well played indeed, guys. Fantastic job.
When you consider the fact that these guys were down 4-2 with just over 2 minutes to go, the comeback was absolutely amazing to watch, Ninja. And credit to the Pirates, because it was not just done on an individual effort. It was literally done by passing to each other extremely well.
Yeah.
If no one clipped that pass by Tunloink, shame on you, because that might be an assist worthy of an MLD Play of the Week. And for those of you who hear me say MLD Play of the Week, what's that? Never been here before. You see, we have a thing. It's called the Balls Guarana MLD Play of the Week. And if you see a play like that, you have the opportunity to clip it in the chat. Then you can take that clip. You can go to your Twitter. You can type it in and post it. Hashtag it MLDPOTW. The fact is, when you do that, you give the person who made that amazing play an opportunity to win a sweet case of Balls Guarana. To be honest, it's the thing that fuels me.
I should also admit, with all those high demo games you got, you have to cool down your PC. You have to cool yourself down. Balls Guarana will cool you down, but to cool your PC down, check out Arctic Cooling Systems. Fantastic stuff. I might stick one on my head after this cast because I'm hyped.
To be honest, here's the cool thing about Arctic. If you actually go to their website, they don't just offer cooling solutions. They do also offer things like headsets. And if you have not seen an Arctic headset, they are pretty bomb-tastic, if you know what I mean. Hashtag demolition puns. Hashtag Kendo, you're fired.
Yes, definitely. But yeah, Arctic.ac, go check them out. Fantastic sponsors here at the MLD. I want to thank you all for stopping on by, enjoying the replay. Stay tuned for the rematch of the century. Well, so far at least. On Saturday. As the Platinum League. The Platinum League wildcard race comes to... Well, it's fruition. Let's face it. It's going to be insane here on Saturday, but stay tuned tomorrow for more Champ League action. We'll bring it all to you here on the MLD Network, where Kendo and I have subjected you to enough torture for tonight.
Yeah, definitely come back tomorrow. Game number 1 of Friday, Freestyle Friday, is going to be the Ducks versus the Wolves, 2 teams that are doing extremely well in the Blue Conference. You don't want to miss that matchup. That'll be at 9 o'clock Eastern, so make sure that you are in your seat and ready to watch amazing MLD Champ League action. So, for Ninja Rider, I am Kendo Slice. Good night, everybody.
Look up to the sky, aim for the sun, hold your head up high, no need to run, I'll be by your side.